We just wanted something native and proper nature.
You also get the sense of community.
But we booked one piece of land without even seeing it.
And I think we've got that and much more. Hi, I'm Abhishek and this is Moshmi and Aranya, our son. So we, both of us are biologists, wildlife biologists and conservation biologists. We work in the conservation science field. We've been in Bangalore now for about a decade, so Bangalore is kind of home now. I'm a wildlife biologist. I primarily research and do conservation work on tigers, mostly tiger conservation research and action.
My work has been mostly on birds. For the past few years I was researching vultures, and currently I work managing a doctoral program at a conservation organization.
The reason we started thinking about this was largely because of COVID. We do have an apartment in Bangalore. Like all apartments, it's small and you're high up. When COVID was there and we were stuck at home and it's just the three of us, in that small confined space, that's one of the first things that we thought of after that, was to try and find some place that we could have been more, physical, more outside, more connected to, the nature that we love. That's when we started looking at these farm plot opportunities.
And the reason to go out of the city was we already live in an apartment which has a curated garden, walking path and everything. But we just wanted something native and proper nature, not these curated gardens that we find in villas and all in the city. I think our profession doesn't allow us that much time to really be involved in the day-to-day management. Secondly, we are like born and brought up in a city, so we don't have the know-how to do farm work. So it would have meant that we had to employ people to do the work and be more hands-on, which is not something we can afford to do at this point in time.
With managed farm plots like this, you also get the sense of community because it's much larger than just your plot or just your piece of farm. The first visit was before we came across Hosachiguru. Again, about a year ago, we happened to be visiting up to Lepakshi, and we took a drive and we absolutely loved the grassland ecosystem. So when we drove here and we saw these extensive grasslands and just the hope that we can see, wildlife, I think, wildlife that's very unique to these kinds of grasslands, I think we were just excited. So we didn't even know about Hosachiguru at that point. It was more like, okay, this is, if we look, let's look here. And that's how that started.
Then we saw the billboard on the way to the airport.
On the way to the airport.
And that's how we went back home, did our research online. And we got in touch with people at Hosachiguru, and we were not able to come immediately because we were traveling. But we booked one piece of land without even seeing it. Immediately after we came back, we visited the farm. And what really sealed the deal for us was just the landscape. We saw the grassland. He saw black buck.
We saw black buck on that day.
And we saw some really unique birds that are only found in grasslands. So seeing all that, it
sealed the deal for us. The team did a great job. When we first spoke to the business development team, they asked us pretty much similar questions, trying to ask, what do you want to be here for? What's the kind of use that you see for your farms? I think immediately we were like, yeah, it's a lifestyle kind of a choice that we're making. And so they just very, very clearly told us that, Madhuvana is what you're looking for. And I think they did a fantastic job of really telling us what options were there, what options existed across their entire portfolio of sites. We come here because our place of stay is usually Abhivruddhi. We come, we literally drop our bags, have maybe lunch if we come at lunchtime, and then go straight out to Madhuvana. We spend till sunset at least, and then see what we can see. And usually it's rewarding. Every time it's rewarding. Some birds, some animals, something. I mean, it's just that. And then of course our walk around our plot, a customary walk around our plot. He loves, one customary walk around the plot or just the farm. Then he likes all the play area at this point in time is like the fun stuff, so trampoline and this and that. The thing that draws us more than anything else is just ability to be quiet, peaceful. You get the nature, you get to walk around. I think the update system is really useful. I mean, we get very regular updates and all of that. So that's the starting point. Through this process, we've also been learning terms, learning processes, learning mechanisms and things that happen on the farm. So I think for us, I would say it's been a bit of a learning experience more than anything else. It's actually about a year's journey for us. And I would say this year has been extremely eventful in terms of the farm and our journey through this Hosachiguru process. We've gone from just blindly liking a place to actually owning it now and really thinking about a future here.
It refreshes us. And when we turn into this road, it feels like we've come home.
Yeah.
And we are our next project is actually building a place. So we are seriously working on that, like looking at options.
But even to know that we have a place that we can drive off on Friday evenings and be here for a weekend, it is where we wanted to be when we were searching for a managed farm. And I think we've got that and much more.